You hear me?
Yeah, I can.
So you understand, like, just this approach, you like expand, like this approach is still something that I'm trying to resonate with. Like I try to deal with harm, like, but I'm trying to come in conclusion with this approach. Say, okay, let me be risking 0.5. Risking 1% is okay, it's quite okay. If your win rate is good, it's quite okay. But for you to have a better peace of mind, 0.5 is
All on the track.
imagine, let's say you're trading a $20K account, like risking $100 instead of you risking $200. Like it's okay, like it's fucking okay. Like this prop firm, if
And it gives you that psychology, like better psychology when you're like having a losing streak.
10 trades in the row, guy, and I just 5% based on like full margin. Understand? I just 5%. Like if you lose 10 trades, and sometimes it's like it's possible to lose 10 trades in a row if you start making mistakes. We are all beginners, understand? It's possible. So, but it's 100% to recoup back from that loss. Understand? Because you are not stressed out. You know they're stressed out. But if you start risking 1% on your funding account, let me say now you're in phase 2. This phase 2 now, they say make just 5%, and you start risking 1%, you risk another percent again, you lose 3 times. Now it's like you need 8%. You need 8% to like understand. But if you start risking 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, and you just understand, say, okay, these guys, they gave me 2 months. Why this prop firm gave me 2 months to pass a 5% challenge, and they gave me 1 month to pass a 8% challenge? They know what they do. Understand? Normally, we know say they know what they do because they just want you to. They feel like they want the trader itself to think like, oh, these guys, they don't know what they are doing. Something we just pass in your 1 week.
You pass the big one, then before you know, you go just rush.
Yeah. Just rush, start to do. Before you know, you're in 8% drawdown. Before you know, you're in 10% drawdown. Before you know,
they play psychology on us too. So like it's normal.
Psychology, like at its finest, psychology. So this 0.5% is something I want to like be okay with. Like I've lost a funding account before because of I was trading 1%. Understand? But if I had traded 0.5%, I will not lose that account. Because now there are sometimes you make mistakes. Those mistakes can cost you 5% in a day, say, or 4% in a day. You don't know how. But once you go very, very low, that 4% a day is like 2%. Understand? On a bigger scale. Understand? So you just So like this funding account, you just need everything about trading right now. Everything about trading is just you trying to like be calm with your trading. Like you just guys they calm when taking a trade. When you even risk 1% on your funding account, you fear sometimes. Especially when it's your first trade. Especially when it's your first
trade. I need to try them again, no.
Especially when it's your first trade.
Like that kind of percentage, no.
Especially when it's your first trade. Sometimes it's okay to you have a plan. Now this plan now, the plan is very, very subjective now. You have a plan. Okay, my plan is if I risk 0.5%, you did the crack, I'll be waiting. You did it.
That relates to trading and finance. Like somebody will come and ask me, do you know that I don't know? Because I have people connected within that space. I will give you a typical example. There's this particular platform. I will ignore the name for the purpose of this stuff before I get people into disaster. In fact, the person who referred me to this was the colleague in trade. And he told me, hey,
sorry.
I got into that platform. It lasted 4 months after, 5 months after, and the same point.
So now
you're saying something about the 1% stuff.
Now you're talking about like trading plan, they very, very vast. Like it comes in different way. It comes in money management plan, comes in risk percentage plans and everything. So now based on risk percentage plan, now you have a plan of okay, if I risk 0.5% on every trade and I increase my account from 0.5% to okay, I'm in like plus 3%, in profit. You get, since I'm plus 3% profit, I'll start risking 1%. The next two trades I'll take, I'll risk 1%. If I continue to get profits and I get 2-3% from this trade, I'll continue to risk that 1%. But if I lose two trades and I already have plus 3% in profit, I lose two trades and I'm in plus 1%, I'll go back to risking 0.5%. Understand? Like this is just
okay. So me I like to do now. Let's say now I like normal in my trading plan now. I have that like I risk like 1% per trade, and normally from the way I've studied the market, from the way like me I'm built to trade, like I don't like before, like I feel like maybe I should be on the chart 24/7, but now like I put in my trading plan that every week I'm going to like have like getting on like 4 different opportunities, like trading opportunity that will give me like proper risks, like good risk reward. You get?
yeah.
Let's say like on Monday now, the market gives me 50 pips. I'm done. Boom. On Wednesday, okay, on Tuesday now I take loss now. I'm still like and let me say Monday gives me like plus 3%. On Tuesday, boom, I enter the market on a good day. I'm down 1%, 1.5. I'm still up 1.5. I'm still in profit overall. But it seems that like in my trading plan, I tell myself I risk 1%. If I take loss, like this week when I took that Monday loss, I just tell myself, say, guy, it cannot be like this. It cannot be like this. I freeze my, though I was looking at the chart too, I just freeze my MT4, just leave it there. Then just like focus on other things like work and all that. You understand? Because I already done my markup and okay, this trade didn't go the way I planned. I'm down. Okay, let me just chill, relax. I still have like 30 days more or 29 days to go. So no need to rush. That's what I was telling myself. No need to rush, guy. Calm down. Eventually, I was hitting BE. But normally I risk 1%. If I enter the trade, I tell myself, okay, I'm willing to risk 1% in this trade. 1%. Let's say for a 10K account now, I'm willing to risk $100. But I won't just like pop in the market and enter, boom, okay, one lot, 10 pips. No. What I'll do is that I break it down. That's the way I've been like trading. So instead of me to like
you always expand your risk.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I expand it, I break it down, I make it comfortable for me. You get, like if I show most of my trade screenshot, that's how I do it. So that in case like I take like that 1% I'm about to take, in case let's say I'm taking a standard lot on a 10K account normally, but 1% that's like 10 pips happy. Now let's say the market is now moving. I scaling 0.5. It's in profit. Now, and I have that confidence to say, okay, I still have like 0.5 left to play with, to accumulate for that 1% I'm about to enter the market. So like, I'm now scaling again. If at all that backfires, I already have that 0.5% entry already at break even. So like, it doesn't bother me. I can like have that psychology to recover. But in a case where I'm risking 1% and boom, I enter one lot, and the next thing it takes me out on that 1%. Now I'll be like, okay, market is still moving in my direction. That's how I know I used to block out. I'll be like, this thing is still moving in my direction. Let me enter another one loss, sharp to recover from that previous loss and make my profit again. So that's one thing I've observed about me. Okay, yes. If like with other things that makes me take losses, I know that's one major thing. So instead of me to have that habit, I tell myself, okay, guy, you've planned that you're going to risk 1% in this trade. How many lot size do I want to use? I calculate it. If I'm going to be using standard lot, for instance, which I now will not use. If I'm going to use standard lot, for instance, instead of me to like just go all in standard lot, I break it down 0.2, 0.2. If I'm too confident enough that that trade is going my direction, boom, I put 0.4. As the thing is scaling down in my direction, I hit another 0.2, I have 0.6, then I still have like 0.4 to toy with. I know that normally markets want to like retrace, do some funny things. I'm still comfortable. You get like these Friday moves now. I knew that market was going to drop based on I was like, I had my eyes focused on the daily candle, the previous daily
Now,
candle, which was
my
like very bearish.
my own ideology with this thing is that I always enter the market like I don't know if this thing will drop. I'm just trying to protect my capital. You get like I see the move as very clear retracement, very clear bullish engulfing, bullish variation, break of structure, every fucking thing. But you know, as a trader, it doesn't always play out that way. So we are not sure. Now we work with probability. Normally, you know, we work with probability. But first and first, what you need to understand is that this trade I'm taking, like I just feel I've lost this trade. Only thing that's on my mind is just I just want to protect this capital that I have, this
Yeah.
percentage capital that I have. Understand? Normally, it's fine to be confident in yourself. Understand? It's very, very fine to be confident in yourself. But once you start accepting these risks that, okay, I'm risking this money, like I'm not gaining anything from this trade. I just want to follow these rules. These are my rules. If that's your rule, you scaling in like that, it's fine. But how far have that rule take you to? Understand? This rule way, this like you just ask yourself first, this rule that I'm in like this, how far has it have I gone with these rules? Understand? How far have I gone with these rules? You go first ask yourself that question now. If you try to minimize your risks, understand? If you try to minimize, maybe you took a trade now, risk 1%, and you're in 1:3. Inside that 1:3 now, you feel you don't want to close out. Now you want to find a retracement and take another trade again because you're in the trade already. Understand? Or 1:2 or something like that, you're in the trade already. If you feel like that, sometimes it doesn't go your way. Sometimes it fucks up your psychology once that trade backfires. Now, the question you need to ask yourself is, am I willing to take these risks and go through this psychological burden, this emotional burden, or I can just take this 2%, 3% and just close for the day? That decision is one of the hardest decisions when it comes to trading. Once you're seeing the charts, you think about different things. You think about different things totally. Like your logic, they feel like you're too smart. But now you feeling like you're too smart. It's just the chart calling you to trade more and do more things. Now that approach is very, very okay. Understand? That approach is very, very okay. But now what you have to think, I just want to take this profit and just end the day. I don't want to sit down for this chart. I see.
They imagine things like
You looking at the chart now, it's very, very painful when you start your day with plus 2%, you take another trade again, you end the day break even. Guys, see, that feeling is, imagine now you end the day with minus 1%, minus 2%, and you saw 2% when you started the day. Guy,
it will pay you now.
I understand. So now I'm in the point that I've learned that first trade, if I take first trade and I'm in plus 1.5%, I can even end the day, like even though I see a very, very clear opportunity. The only thing I can do is maybe that 1.5% I can just risk that 0.5% for my next trade so that if anything happens, I'm closing the day with plus 1%. And I will make sure that if I make a certain amount of percentage in a day with my first trade, I make sure that I end that day positive. Even if I made, like if I made 1.5%, I use that 0.5% to risk to get maybe 1% more to add up 1.5% more. But I cannot just risk that full percent or risk 1% at the end of the day 0.5%. Understand? Because 1%, now we as a human, we always love even things. We just don't like to end the day with 0.5%. We love to end 1%, or that's why there are always psychological level in the market, because we as humans, that's why I say when you get money like this, you get 1,000 naira, person borrow 1,000, person borrow 100 naira from you, and now you get 900 naira. Your mind will tell you, say, Kai, this guy don't scatter this money. You just got to use, maybe take 150. So this guy don't scatter this money. Just want to make it even. Just want to make it like maybe 800. Maybe say, okay, now 800, maybe only 200 now. So human psychology there. That's why the psychological levels are there in the market. Because the markets are just humans. Now humans, they buy and sell. And those psychological levels are very, very important. So everybody like even things. Like sometimes now, if you end the day with plus 100, plus 90, plus, let's say plus $75, you end the day with plus $75. But because of say you end the day for $75 now, you say, oh, you know, like, and you just want maybe say, or it may just be round figure, may just be 100. Because of that thought of you wanting that day to end in 100, you go lose money for the market. Now you go be like, okay, you don't lose now you day plus $35. You're gonna vex. Now because of the day plus $35, now you just want, okay, may just be say any day with $50, may just rest. because of that thinking, that human psychology, that thinking, now you be like minus 1%. So since you are minus 1%, you just say, oh, more, because of say you did minus 1%, may just end the day with break even. Maybe say nothing. Now all these things now are just thoughts where they come where you don't know how to control. You feel say you know how to control them, but you don't know how to. It's just coming. It's just a come. But now for you to control this thought now is for you to have a plan, and you make sure say you owe yourself accountable for this plan, and you stick to these rules. You just need to make sure, as in, you don't suffer a lot for the market. You just, like, this is the only good thing you can do for yourself right now, since you know say you don't suffer a lot for this market, and you know what you're doing. You know your analysis, you know everything. But now the thing where they fuck you up, like this psychology, you've been talking about psychology for a very long time, since the starting of your journey. We've been talking about psychology. Now this psychology is just you accepting yourself as a human, that you can fuck up anytime, but anytime you fuck up, make sure those fuck ups.
Do you have a recovery plan?
Yeah, make sure those fuck ups are calculated fuck ups, and even if they are not calculated fuck ups, make sure you know just fuck up too deep, because you must fuck up. Even as 100%, nobody can be 100%. Even the most profitable trader alive, they always fuck up. So once you fuck up, just know, say, this fuck up, I can come out from this fuck up, and maybe this fuck up no hurt me, because you know how many times you've made mistake in the market, and your day just got fucked up. Like your day, like you get mood swing for the day.
True.
You know this thing, and you
something
know
that you have avoided.
Yeah, something that you can avoid, but you know that your losses for the market, they affect your day, they affect your week, they affect your weekend. Your wins, they affect your day. Like they get euphoria once you win. Understand? Once you win, they get too much euphoria. You just did too happy. Now you need to control those small excitement and sadness and all these things. But once you have these plans settled, you will understand that your happiness, you just need to be happy. Understand? Even though you want to be sad, just lose small, because if you start losing a lot, or just write something for your computer or front of your computer, just write something. Don't take that last trade. See, it will help you. Don't take that last trade, because that last trade where you want that last trade will end you emotionally. That last trade will fuck up your psychology. That last trade will make you revenge trade. Even if that trade is good, but you are up a certain amount of percentage, you are good. See, no matter how clean that setup is, first thing first, you just need to understand, as a trader, this is a market, and this market works in probability. This sweet setup I'm seeing is not certain. No matter how you want to put on, this sweet setup you're seeing is not certain. You can
lose certain. Other thing that they say the market will drop 500 pips.
Yes, there's a probability that you can lose this thing. Now, your direction might be right, but that trade might stop you out before it gets to your TP. Now, because of that trade stopping you out, another psychology can come at that zone again, because you might want to re-enter that trade again, because you feel, okay, this trade that stopped you out is just a liquidity grab, and you want to follow up. Understand? You feel it's a liquidity grab, but maybe it's not a liquidity grab. Maybe it's a liquidity grab, but the liquidity never grab finish. So once you enter again, it might stop you out again. Your network on the hang again.
You hear me?
Yeah, you be hang now. So Omo, these are things we just need to check ourselves as humans first. That okay, we are humans, we make a lot of mistakes. So anytime I make mistake, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do when I don't make mistake. Like just make sure. Hey, voila.
From me,
You break up.
I just say, now your side.
Now you break up. Oh.
I mean,
Everybody wants to be faster.
sorry.
People come under my mentorship. Not like, Kelechiku, how much money would I make them?
You hear me now, Abi?
Yeah. Almost so psychology is not just psychology in the market. You need to do this, you need to do that. It's deeper than what. See, you need to unlearn to learn, guy. Like psychology is too deep than just you just thinking about psychology. Almost psychology is you as a person, you as a person, you yourself as a person. That's psychology. Like you just learn your own personal risk appetite, your own approach. Understand? Your own approach to the market. Now, there's one quote that is like, create your own paths and focus on what works for you. Understand? Once that is established, pay zero attention to everything happening around you. And everything others is doing, like create your own path and focus on what works for you. Once that is established, pay zero attention to what others are doing. Like pay zero attention. Like even when they tell yourself, just pay zero, as long as it's working for you. But once you've not gotten something that's working for you, understand, you need to find a way to get something. But once you get something that is working for you, like every month you can actually withdraw 5% every month. If you're withdrawing 5% every month and you're consistently withdrawing 5% every month and it works for you, try to increase your risks, maybe. Understand? So that you might be getting maybe 10% every month. You get, so you just need to create what you then just mute everything happening around you, like anything anybody seeing on the internet, just mute everything, because these guys online mostly they are just seeing most of these guys, 90% of these traders online, they are fake. All those people say they just pass FTMO, they just pass my forest fund. Now FTMO brought out something, understand? They brought out something because most traders they just pass FTMO, they just pass 100K, 200K. But once you see FTMO dashboard, you see, oh, these guys, they know they actually did there now. FTMO, because of these fake traders now, they have a barcode. Understand? Now they have a barcode that you can scan to know if this trader really passed this challenge.
Oh wow! Seriously?
Barcode, because of all this scam and all these fake traders online, all these fake gurus now, they have barcodes. But if this trader really passed FTMO challenge.
Pass FTMO challenge, yeah.
Yes, because you saw that my forex funds and this thing starts.
Statistics.
You see, it did very, very hard, guy. It's fucking hard for you to even pass phase 1, phase 2. You supposed to give yourself part at the back. If you don't pass them by luck, if you pass them by strategy, like for you to know, say, okay, my strategy they work.
Yeah.
I can pass phase 2. I can withdraw. But once it comes to withdrawing now, one thing about funding program, don't think about going 10% again. Once it comes to
after you've gotten the account, yes,
you can just start withdrawing 3%. Once you get to 3%, you leave the account. You focus on a different thing. Anytime you get to, just make sure you get those withdrawal, because now your emotion, your psychology now, if you just they fuck you up, say, okay, since this is a funding account, you can make more money. You making more money will make you lose more money. Understand? Now this thought now entered my head one period when once I passed my 20K account. Understand? Since I passed that 20K account, I increased the account to like 1.5%. From that 1.5%, I was supposed to like just chill, let me just withdraw this. Understand? Let me just withdraw this and withdraw my withdraw the profit and withdraw so that they'll pay me the money I used to buy the
to buy the account.
Yeah. I just feel say, I just need to raise this account to like let's say $500 or $400 because I know I can do it. It's not like something I cannot do. I know I can do it. But because of that confidence, understand, I started going into drawdown. I risked before I know, like minus 5% drawdown. Like how is this possible? Now minus 5% drawdown is not like, because I reached only 0.5%. Now that 0.5% is like I take it as 1%. Understand? So once I say minus 5% drawdown is like minus 2.5% drawdown totally. Understand? So I know say okay, you can just take me time to just come up yet. So now because of this, now relax because you know how everyone must lose your funding program account once your trading life. Know how you won't be. As long as you are a good trader, as long as you know say you pass this thing with strategy, you pass this thing with good risk to reward, good like everything, trade management, as long as you pass this shit, once your winning streak comes back in play, you will start making that money back. Now, the only thing is that you need to just protect yourself, protect your capital until your winning streak comes back. Sometimes your winning streak might not just come ASAP. It should just take time. You get break even, loss, break even. Now, during this time now, it's for you to just protect your psychology, for you not to make stupid and dumb mistakes. So that once your winning streak start coming, you know, say as your winning streak they come, it's profits. Understand?
Yeah, it's profit season for you.
Yeah, now this period now, my winning streak, I've been on winning streak for like this week now. I've been on winning streak now. I was trying to recoup my drawdown. Understand? I tried to recoup my drawdown where I get. Understand? So instead next week again, when I recoup everything, I go back to break even. Then from there I start making money. Understand? So everything is just patience. When it comes to funding program. Now, wait, I don't understand for funding program right now. Understand? So everything is just small. If you start going fast, you get born. You might be lucky. Understand? Sometimes it's just, you might be lucky, but everything about trading is you having peace of mind. There are people that have risk appetite, bigger risk appetite. But those people that have bigger risk appetite, you see them online that like James Storm now, I have bigger appetite for risks. Understand? The reason why you have bigger appetite for risks is because you have money in your bank account, guy. Understand? You have something to fall back to.
Money, you're not even risking. You have the money to risk.
Yes.
Like you have the capital to risk.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you are in a state whereby you have place you stay. Your family can help you once shit fall apart. Understand? You need to understand these things before you start saying, okay, I'm like this guy, I have bigger risk appetite. Bruh, you do not have bigger risk appetite. You just need to build. Once you build your account size, then you can start, okay, I have a bigger appetite. Once you say you have bigger appetite, then you start losing. You understand why that you get bigger loss appetite. Understand? So everything is about the skill set. Normally, everything is about the skill set. So once you get the skill set, normally nobody can take it away from you. Once you have the skill set, nobody can take it away from you. Everything is about consistency. We've been in this for 2 years plus, guy, 2 years plus, and you don't reach this level and you don't know these things. Imagine 2 years plus from now again.
And you're like on top of your game.
Yeah, and you don't give up, and consistency. Like we've been doing this shit alone for a very long time. Like you don't get mentor, guy. There's nobody that you follow that almost this shit happen. This guy talk to you. This guy is making money and he's your guy. And they see every day, like you don't have that person. Like this guy is making.
It's just you versus you in the market.
Just you versus you right now because there's no mentor. Guy, if you had a mentor, like mentor way this guy is making money and we can see this guy, we can communicate with this guy every day and he shows us. By now, we don't say for the
relate problems,
relate like for the make the bar, understand? But these things are things you need to figure out yourself, and we've been figuring this shit out for a very long time. We use our losses to figure this shit out ourselves. Now, because of this, now people coming below us now, they will benefit. New traders we want to learn now, when they're close to you, will benefit. Even guys who never started to make money now will benefit. Like me, I've been trading non-stop since the only time I stopped to trade is when I went to camp. Since then, I see they look the charts, see they look the market till today. I don't care how long it takes me. You get everything is just about the dedication and consistency.
Like you figure it out,
Everything about the dedication and consistency. I've like this thing. I just feel say, okay, this is the only thing that resonates well with me for this life. Like you not working for somebody, you not taking any bullshit from a boss. Understand? You having your own freedom, you just working 2 hours a day. Understand? You just like inflation need to disturb you, dollar rising, dollar falling, need to disturb you. As long as you make your money. Now, if they say, okay, dollar start falling or something happen to dollar, you can start trading in pounds. You can start trading like.
Well, if something happens in dollar, like you withdraw your money for dollars, guy, you know, you're earning in dollars technically. So
you're earning in dollars. Earning in dollars, that's the thing.
You join your money in naira, like in dollars what?
Yeah, $100 now is not how much for naira. Like you did see nothing they affect you for the country, nothing they affect you. We are not even paying tax. They are not even taxing us, not like these guys, they tax. What if you say Raja Bank run from Canada and these guys Swagisi run from America, go WSF, go build mansion? What if you say Sean Lee leave London, they for Bali, they for Thailand? Because of this tax, you make money, the government can't take millions of naira from millions of dollars from your hand, millions of pounds from your hand because of what? People we know follow it. That's why these guys they leave their country, they fly out, they go trade. You understand? We now we in a very stupid no, I don't talk rubbish country. Anyway, you still making, you just guys make the impact. Understand?
Yeah, we guys make the impact. Yeah, man. I feel you.
But you just guys go slow. Just try to think, okay, just try make sure you try to withdraw small every month. Just get that consistency. Now, that consistency of you withdrawing now, they give you good psychology. Understand? But once you start getting break even minus percentage every month, you go to look down on yourself. But once you start withdrawing 2% every month, 3% every month, 1% every month, as long as you withdraw that amount every month, you are part of that 4% of traders that are making money. Doesn't matter how much, as long as you withdraw, you're a fucking profitable trader. As long as you withdraw, like people they blow account every day, but you are withdrawing small. You withdrawing that small 2%, 1% is better than you not withdrawing. You just have to understand that psychology. It's better than you not withdrawing. Just like
I feel you.
That's just how it is. Just try to make this money. Once you start withdrawing that, your confidence level now, this period now, it's not like you're trying to make money. Don't think about you making money. You're trying to
trying to get good at the skill.
Boost your confidence level that okay, I'm good at this. That's the thing. Forget about the money, just your confidence. Build your confidence. The money, see, if the money come 2 years from now, the money where they see online where traders they make, you not go happy.
Like you go happy now because no job or working for anybody.
If you know, like you say, the money will come 2 years from now, you know go the kind of work where you go put in, you know go to like if you know the future, you know go to put in the kind of work where you go put in when you don't know what's going to happen. Understand? Right now you don't know what's happening. Just try to, you don't know if the breakthrough will come in next 2 months, next 3 months, next 5 months, next 1 year. Everything is just about you being consistent and just working towards it. We don't know when that big, like, you know what I'm trying to, that big breakthrough, like you withdraw now, but there's this breakthrough when it comes to trading. Once you know, guy, you don't reach this level, that breakthrough will come.
That's true.
That breakthrough.
That's true.
It's okay when you're withdrawing 2%, all those kind of things, but once you start withdrawing like that, you will start to see the picture very, very clearly that trading is also it's fucking hard for me to even be withdrawing 3% a month. It's fucking hard. These guys, double Willis, they make 60% a year. Now let's calculate 3% a week. 3% a week. 3 times 4, that's 3% a week. That's 12% a month. Understand? 12% a month times 12% a month times 12 months. That is 144% every year. Imagine if you're making 3% a week. Now, let's say you're making 2% a week.
Wait. 3% a week. It's 4% a month, every month.
3%, is it 3% a week? It's like
it's 12% every month.
Every month. Now, that's 12% times 12, Abi. Times 12 months. Abi, now the math be that.
Yes, now the math be that.
And that's 144% every year. Imagine. You making only that now. You never reason like that. You making that only that 3% a week. You making only that 3% a week. Now imagine just 2% a week. 8% every month. Times 12. That's 96% every year. Imagine 96% on the 100K FCMO or my Forex Fund account. Now, this is how you trade.
You might not track your growth, and before you might not get just from now. You cannot be doing.
Yes, you might not just get 100K account. You might get 2, 3, 400K accounts. Understand? So if you get 2% on this account, you pause. You get 2%. That's how these guys make their withdrawals. For real, guy. If you start thinking in probabilities like this, you go far, because now risking 1% now, getting 3% a week, sometimes 5%. Now they fuck up our mentality. If we say we still do this thing next week, or if we lose next week, you don't go too much. You get all these kind of things there. But once you start to trade very, very less is more. Normally, less is more. We don't hear these things where we're like, you hear this thing, less is more, but you need to put them to your trading, because you just want trade every day. You just want day up on sharp trade every day. But once you start to understand that this thing is a probability game, and you have a lifespan of, let me say, 12 months for you to understand that, okay, this thing is working. This probability is actually working. 50% a year, guy, 50% a year is imagine 50% a year on 100K account or 200K account. That's your aim. Like, let's say investors don't want to see they make 200% or 5% a week safe. They don't want to see you they make that kind of money safe. Understand? They just want to see you get that small consistent growth. They don't want to see you, like, now my plan be that is all this stuff I'm telling you. Understand? Me too. I'm trying to like hold everything together. It's easy to say, but once you're on the charts, it's hard to do. You get, but now we are just trying to upgrade our psychology.
That's the plan. Yeah, I get.
Trying to upgrade our psychology, but now that approach of you thinking about 12 months and percentage and every week growth is something that you need to like put in check. Once you start seeing things in a very, very high point of view, you get less than 1 minute. So after this class end, we'll just round up there till next week. We'll know how market.
Man. Thanks.
Oh, no, now.
Thanks, man.
Okay, good.
Let's check. But I really appreciate it, man. This psychology sessions, man, really make sense, guy. Really might just remind myself, say yes.
Remind yourself, guy. You pinch yourself for more. You just got to pinch yourself, guy.
I mean, I want buy a Lambo for Nigeria self. Maybe choice. Maybe Raul them they chill.
See, boy, see.
Oh, well, thanks, man. Thanks.
Oh, get together. Peace out.
Very late. Maybe tomorrow we'll like talk.
Yeah, sure. Anytime you're ready. Anytime you're ready. Their house, no Allah. But you